Hey there, first grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, you are going to need a couple of items. You're going to need your number grid placed inside your sheet protector. And you will also need your math journal. That's your red Volume 2 Math Journal. So while you're gathering up those materials, I'm going to shrink myself into the corner. Today, we are going to be doing Grade 1, Lesson 6.8. This is the open response lesson, and it's called Pencils for the Writing Club. You will need your number grid and math mat placed inside your sheet protector. And you will also need your math journal because we're going to be doing one of those pages together in a little bit. So let's get started. We're going to be starting with a little mental math and fluency. So we're going to try and warm up our math mind. I want you to use your number grid to solve this problem. 15 plus 7. So remember, start at 15, count up 7. Where do you land? I'm going to be doing it on my number grid. We'll see if you can beat me. Start at 15, count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I landed on 22. 15 plus 7 more is the number 22. Let's try another one. Go ahead and clear off your sheet protector. See if you can beat me with this one. Our new number model is 6 plus 29 equals, and I'm going to give you a hint. Remember, you want to start at the bigger number because our turnaround facts work. So I'm going to start at 29. 29 plus 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you land on the number 35? 35. Imagine if you started at 6 and you had to count up 29. That would be a whole lot of counting to do. That's why we start with our bigger number. Go ahead and erase your sheet protector. Let's try another one. See if you can beat me on this one. 58 plus 10. Ooh, some of you may not even need your number grid. Start at 58, count up 10. 58. Oh, well, I'm going to do it the quick way. All I have to do is go right down that elevator one time. And there is my answer. 68. 58 plus 10 is 68. I went from the 50s to the 60s. Wow, awesome job. Let's go ahead and clear. See if you can beat me with this one. 11 plus 75. We'll see if you remember the trick, because I'm not going to say it. 11 plus 75. Hopefully, you started at the bigger number, and our bigger number is 75. And if I want to add 11, I could count 11 numbers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I landed on 86. Now, the quick way to do this is to count up 10 just by dropping down, and then going across one more would give us 11. 10 and one more is 11. No matter how you did it, you should have started with the number 75. Otherwise, you're going to really have to count up a lot of numbers. And our answer is 86. Awesome job. So that was a little warm-up for us to get our minds ready to do some math today. And it also allowed us to practice using our number grid. We are now going to be moving to our math journal. So I want you to get your math journal. That's your red volume 2 workbook. And we are going to be doing page 124 together. So once you open up to page 124, make sure you put the date at the top. 124 is the page number. If you're not there yet, you might want to hit the pause button. That way you can start up when you are ready. This page is called Making Sense of a Problem. It's trying to understand a math problem. And here is our problem. Lee's teacher asks her to write a number sentence with a sum between 21 and 25. Now remember that the word sum means the answer to an addition problem. So our number sentence is going to be an addition problem. And the answer has to be between 21 and 25. Now I'm going to take a look at my number grid just so that we understand. If I have the answer has to be between 21 and 25. That means the answer could be 22, could be 23, and it could be 24, because those numbers are between 21 and 25. Think of like a game, Monkey in the Middle, right? Monkey in the middle, if you're between the two people on the end, you're the one in the middle. So we're looking for all of those numbers that are in the middle. 22, 23, and 24. Now let's see. She will use numbers from the box. So we have some numbers that we have to add together. And the answers have to be between 21 and 25. If it equals 21, we can't do it. It doesn't fit the rule. If it equals 25, we can't do it. It doesn't fit the rule. Now your number grid might help you for this, but let's just use an example. Suppose we did 12 plus 5. Start at 12. Here's 12 and hop 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on the number 17. But that's not between 21 and 25. So those two numbers don't work, 12 and 5. I have to try two other ones. How about 5 plus 15? Let's see. 5 plus 15. I'm going to start at the bigger number. Here's 15. I'm going to count up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My answer's 20, and that is not in between 21 and 25. Here's your challenge. See if you can find the two numbers that when you add them up, the answer is between 21 and 25. Go ahead and hit that pause button while you search for the magic pair? Well, I found 3 possible answers. Maybe you found one that I did. Did anybody find 17 plus 5? Now remember, you could have the turnaround fact, 5 plus 17. Did anybody use those 2 numbers? Because let's check. If I started at 17 and I counted up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on 22, and that's between 21 and 25. So 17 plus 5 is one possible answer. But I found 2 others. Here's another one I found. I found 15 plus 9. Did anybody find those 2 numbers? Remember, you could use 9 plus 15 or 15 plus 9. It's the turnaround. Let's check on our number grid. If I had 15 and I added 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I landed on 24, and that is between 21 and 25. So that was another answer that would work. But I found another one. Did anybody find this? 14 plus 9. Or 9 plus 14. Let's take a look. 14 plus 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I landed right between 21 and 25. So those were 3 answers that I found, and they all worked. Woo! Were you able to find one too? Awesome job. At the bottom, let's think about, what should Lee write? Should Lee write a number? Should Lee write a number sentence? Or should Lee write a number story? Well, Lee is trying to write a number sentence. And which number could be Lee's sum? Well, the only one of these that is between 21 and 25 is the number 24. Awesome job. So we took a look at this problem and we tried to understand what we had to do to it. We were looking for the sum, we were looking for a number sentence, and our answer had to be 22, 23, or 24. All right. Today, you are going to have an open response to complete in Seesaw. Remember that an open response means that there's lots of ways to solve and answer a math problem, just like what we did. Some of you came up with 17 plus 5, some of you came up with 15 plus 9, and some of you came up with 14 plus 9. There was lots of ways to solve that problem. Now, whenever you have an open response, we score them using different ways. So let's take a look. To get a score of 0, you did not try to solve the problem. That means you just didn't understand, and you didn't even try. To score a 1, that means you tried to solve the problem, but you didn't get the right answer. You can see the little smiley face there, or the little emoji. He's a little confused. Now you could score a number 2 if most of your answer is correct. But if you couldn't explain how you got it, you'd score a 2. And then a 3 is the best score you can get. Your answer is correct, and your explanation is awesome. You knew exactly what you had to do to solve that problem. Awesome job. All right, here is the open response that you are going to complete in Seesaw. I'm going to read it to you and give you some tips. Mr. Khan has a pack of 18 pencils. That's important. He wants to give one pencil to each child in his writing club. There are 7 girls and 8 boys in the club. Does Mr. Khan have enough to give each child one pencil? Now, this is a yes or a no question. So you're either going to answer yes or no. But then it says, use words, numbers, or pictures to show how you know. How do you know? He either has enough pencils or he doesn't have enough pencils. You can use a number model. You can use a picture of the boys and the girls and give out some pencils. There's lots of ways you can solve this problem. Now, once you complete problem number 1, problem 2 asks us a different question. How many pencils will Mr. Khan have left over after he gives out his pencils to every boy and every girl? How many pencils will he have left? And here you have to show or explain how you found your answer. Again, you can draw a picture. You could write a number model. You could use words. Remember, you want to try to get a score of 2 or 3, because that means you tried it and you got it right, even though your answer might be a little fuzzy. All right, first grade, go ahead and get started. Try the open response about Mr. Khan and his pencils. I can't wait to see how smart you are.